Today I'm going to show you how to put together your yarn swift. When it comes in the mail, you'll unpackage it and it's going to look just like this. So what you're going to do is lay it down on your table and you're going to push out the dowels that are in the bottom. That's the first thing to do. A tip about this is make sure this wing nut is parallel with the board, and then the dowels will push out on each side of that. And that will help. Okay, so I have my dowels out. Now I'm going to flip it upside down and I'm going to loosen that wing nut so that it's almost to the very top of that, and then I'm going to spin my two boards around and there's a notch where this will fit right in. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten my wing nut down, and that's going to create my feet. So I'm going to turn it over and set it down on these nice feet right here. Okay, so now I'm going to assemble the top, and I'm simply going to loosen that second wing nut, set my second set of boards down in the notch, and then tighten down this top wing nut. Okay, now I'm ready to roll. So, first thing I need to do is get my skein. The skeins come like this, and there are numerous sizes of skeins. The largest I've ever encountered will fit into this hole, and then we've had hand-dyed tiny skeins that would fit here. So there's numerous sizes that you can do on this yarn swift. So I'm going to lay my skein down, and it looks to me about the second hole out from the end is going to fit this skein. It's a pretty large skein. So I'm going to take my dowels, put them in, and you can see how nicely it turns. And now I'm ready for my skein to go on. So I'm going to come over here, and skeins are usually tied, and if you're a knitter you probably already know this. So I'm going to snip the ties because I can't unwind my skein if it's tied together. And I'm going to go ahead and lay my skein over. Now, it's a great fit here, and I'm going to try and make sure my things are not twisted. And it looks to me like this one might be a good one to start. And I'm going to, oops, come around here. Start here and make my ball. You can do it this way, the old-fashioned way, where you just start winding a ball, and you can see how nicely this is going to come round as you're winding. Or if you're lucky enough to have one of these, this is where you would attach your ball winder to the table and then start winding here, and the ball winder will pull your skein around like that to unwind. So as I've gone along now, we'll pretend that I've wound my whole ball, and so this will be empty, and I'll have a nice ball of yarn over there. So now I'm done and I'm ready to put this away. So we're just going to go the opposite direction, pull out our dowels and set them aside for right now. Go ahead and loosen the wing nut up to the top, pull up on the board, make them parallel, and then tighten that down. The top part's done. Now I'm going to flip it over on its back. Go ahead and do the same thing with the feet. And here we go. Up to the top. Pull it up. Flip it around. Okay, now if I just lay this down, I can go ahead and push my dowels back into their little storage. You see I have the wing nut parallel. So I'm going to put my dowels in here. When I put them in, make sure you leave a finger's width here from the backstop, so the next time you're ready to use your swift, you just push on that and it'll help push the dowels out. They have a nice tight fit, so you won't lose them over the years of using this piece of equipment. So I'm getting them both in. Let's get the other side. Okay, and there we have it. It's ready for storage.